Hi there, this is Carrie from Stamp with CT. Welcome to our Facebook Live today. Happy Wednesday. If you're watching this part of the video, you are probably watching the replay, so thank you for doing that. Welcome. Glad to have you here. Close my computer up. And if you're watching on YouTube, welcome to you. I do upload these videos to YouTube. I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to build my channel there. Leave me a comment. And of course, as usual, we have a giveaway today. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes. And all you have to do to be entered for a chance to win is leave a comment, share the video, give me a like with that thumbs up or a heart. I appreciate all of that help with these algorithms of social media. So I love being able to do a little giveaway each week. And as I said, we'll talk about that in a little bit. Good morning. So glad you're here with me today. Well, we are going to go ahead and get started. I do have lots to talk with you about today. We've got a lot of exciting things going on in my craft room and then just in Stampin' Up! In general. We are going to be using Designer Series paper as our card base today. Y'all, how fun is that? I think you are going to just love this. We have a Designer Series paper sale going on right now. So 15% off 9 different Designer Series paper packs. So exciting. That runs through the 2nd of August. So what's amazing is this is paper that was just released in our annual catalog back in May. So this is brand new Designer Series paper that's been very, very popular. So how awesome to be able to stock up and get a discount. And we are going to be using one of those papers today to create our project, and then stick around to the end of the video. I've got a couple more samples with this layout to share with you. So that Designer Series paper sale. And I received my copy of the new mini catalog. Now these products will be available to customers starting in August. I believe it's the 3rd of August. So if you would like your own copy of this catalog, I would love to send you one. If you don't have a demonstrator that you work with and purchase from, let me know. I'll add you to my list. If you are a customer of mine and you've made a purchase in the last 6 months, you are already on my list, so you don't have to worry about that. I would love to be able to provide you with this amazing catalog that is just chock full of inspiration and card and project ideas. Now, I also received my copy of the Celebration brochure. We have a second celebration starting in August and running through the end of September. If you're not familiar with Celebration, the way that works is whenever you make a purchase in $50 increments. So starting at $50, you're able to select a free item from this brochure. No way to purchase these items. You can only earn them with a purchase. So we love gifting things to our customers. Stampin' Up! Is such a generous company. And so I'm really, really excited about the second celebration of the year and the offering that we have for you. So let me know. I'll be glad to get you copies of those catalog and brochure. Okay, let's jump right into our project. And we're going to be using the Bloom Where You're Planted Designer Series paper today. Now, this is all that I have of this suite. I don't have the stamps or dies, although they're awesome. I just can't get everything, so I don't have those, but I did have the Designer Series paper. So this is what we're going to use for our project. I'll just show you quickly how neat this paper is. You've got the plant images on one side of the paper, and then you've got some awesome backgrounds on the back. So some wood grain, some brick, really fun paper. So even if you're not drawn to the plant and leaf images, there's lots for you to use on the B side of the paper. Now, as I said, I don't have this stamp set, but I thought it would be fun to pair it with the Garden Wishes stamp set, one of the sentiments from there. So I love pulling in products that I already have in my stash and using them with new papers. Okay, so we are going to start with a piece of Designer Series paper, and this is that awesome brick pattern. This is cut at 12 by 4 inches. So let me bring my paper trimmer in. And first thing we're going to do is score it at 5.5 inches. As I told you, we are making this our card base today. Be sure to use that gray scoring blade, and with Designer Series paper, you don't have to put much pressure at all to score it. I'm going to move this up a little bit because we're also going to score at 1 inch on this other end. And again, making sure that cutting blade's out of the way. And that's all we have to do is just cut it at 4 by 12, score it at 5.5, and then 1 inch on that end. So let's go ahead and let me find a bone folder, and we will burnish on those score lines. So isn't this fun, you guys? Look at how our card base has already come together. I love this. There's our card base. Now, Designer Series paper is not as sturdy as cardstock, so we're going to be adding some layers and things to make this a little bit more sturdy. So I went ahead and cut, because this is now 4 by 5.5. I cut a piece of Just Jade cardstock, and it's 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. Then we're just going to take a 1/4 inch off and layer on that cinnamon cider, and I'll put the measurements, of course, for you like I usually do. And then also a piece of basic white, so I'm going to be able to write my message on the inside of this card. So let's go ahead and put our glue on and get these layers going. Now, I do not have the dies for these papers either, but a lot of the dies do coordinate with the Designer Series paper, so you're able to easily cut out plants. What I did was just fussy cut, so I don't mind doing that. I know some of our friends are not crazy about fussy cutting, but you have those dies that you can purchase if that's something you want to do. And the more I work with this paper, it's really fun. I do not have a green thumb, but even I can make this paper with these plants work. I'm not the best with plants. I do love having plants, but I kind of forget about them. Are y'all good with plants? Okay, so we have got our inside panel. I'm also going to just bring a little bit of liquid glue up here. You could certainly use tear and tape or your Stampin' Seal or Stampin' Seal Plus. So not only does that add a cute little accent to the inside of our card, it gives it a little bit more stability on the front. Okay, let's get some more pieces here. Let me see what I did with them. I just have a strip, and I want to say this is about 3/4 of an inch by 5.5, and then that's the cinnamon cider, and then this is a little strip of just jade. So we're going to go ahead and adhere those down. Isn't this brick pattern of the Designer Series paper just so fun? I think it's one of my favorites in this pack. And that brick pattern makes it super easy to line up that little strip. So we're just going to bring that across the front. Not only will this add some accent to the front, but again, it's going to add a little bit more stability with our Designer Series paper. So double duty there. Let's see if I can get that pretty much centered. Doesn't just jade and cinnamon cider look so good together? I just love it. Okay, let's do a little bit of stamping. I did choose a sentiment that says made with love for a true friend. And again, that does come from our Garden Wishes stamp set. Beautiful images and fonts for this stamp set. And I'm going to use some cinnamon cider ink. And then I've got, I want to say that this little piece comes from, I think it's Scallop Contour Dies. I'll have to double check. I will put the supply and measurement list for you though. I'm going to stamp this, but I'm going to move it over to the right just a little bit. And I only cut one of these, so boy, I was really thinking I was going to do good on my stamping today. Let's say a little prayer that I do. Oh, it turned out pretty good. Alright, so now I'm going to bring in a little plant that I fussy cut, and it's actually going to go over to the right. So we're going to pop our sentiment on, and then we'll be able to add our little plant. So let's go ahead and just adhere this down and see how quickly this is coming together too. I love when a plan comes together, y'all. Let me see, I may move that over just a tiny bit. And then I'll be able to add my little plant. That's going to look so cute. So I think what I'm going to do is bring in some Stampin' Dimensionals. I may try to use the minis if I pulled any out. Doesn't look like I did. Let's see if this works with the regular size. It might. I think we just need a dimensional behind a couple of these leaves to help support our plant. I guess they're not, yeah, just behind our plant here. I may be able to cut, find my scissors. May be able to cut a dimensional, if I can find my snips, goodness. I have 2 pair on my desk. You would think I'd be able to find them when I need them. Yeah, I think we'll put this little guy right there. This little guy right there. And that should provide enough support for our plant. Oh, so cute. Now this was not hard to fussy cut, but again, several of the images do have dies that coordinate with them. Oh, that looks really, really cute. Okay, now I do have one more little potted plant that I fussy cut, so we will go ahead, get those dimensional backs out of the way. We'll add just a little bit of liquid glue here. And we'll add that to the inside. That's a fun little element to have on the inside as well. Now you could certainly stamp on the inside if you wanted to. Okay, that is our project for today. How quick and simple is that? And how cute is that? I love it. Now I could certainly add some embellishments as well, but I think I'm gonna leave it just like this. Let me know what you think. I'm in love with this, using this Designer Series paper as my card base. I think it turns out really, really cute. Okay, let's take a look at a couple more. So I wanted to use the, I think it's called Beauty of the Earth. Yes, Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper. Another one that is on our 15% off sale. And I thought it would really lend itself well to either a sympathy card or a masculine birthday card. So I, again, don't have the stamps and dies for coordinating with this paper. So I pulled out the Peaceful Moments stamp set from my crafting stash. And there's lots of sentiments that would work really well, but I did go ahead and use that sympathy sentiment. So taking a look at the Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper, it is very, very pretty. It has something for every season. And I really feel like it's a paper that lends itself to making masculine cards too. So just a quick and simple sympathy card. Now I have my little basket on my table with things that I need to use up. I prepped for a class, and I actually embossed, and that may not show up very well, the Evergreen Forest embossing folder is what I used. May not show up well on the camera, but I decided to add that, and that again gives this card a little bit more stability, a little bit more interest, but I still have room to write my message here. So that's sample number 2. Then I also wanted to use the Pansy Petals Designer Series paper, and I thought this card turned out really, really cute. I do wish maybe that I'd used this little strip on this side to make that a little bit more balanced, but I still love this card. So let me show you where this cute sentiment comes from. I do have the stamps and dies that coordinate with this paper, but I love this little sentiment. And it says, this is the beginning of anything you want. So I have someone in mind that I'm going to be sending this card to. And this Sweet Farewell stamp set is one that I won in a demonstrator training that I attended a couple weeks ago. This stamp set was not even on my radar, but I absolutely love it. So it's a great set if you're making something for someone that's traveling, retiring, maybe someone's moving on to a different job from the office. So great sentiments and images in this stamp set. So that's where that one came from. And then I did use the Pansy Petals Designer Series paper for this card. Super, super cute images. You've got the gingham. Just such a versatile paper because the B side is so awesome as well. So again, a sweet and simple card using that Designer Series paper. One more sample for y'all. Okay, I do not have the stamps and dies for the You're a Peach Designer Series paper, but I love, love, love this paper. So here is my last sample for you. Again, such a cute layout, and I love the way this one turned out. Use the strip of Designer Series paper and just a little bit of cardstock to help give some stability to that front. But didn't it turn out cute? Now I don't have that stamp set and dies, but I pulled in the Pansy Patch stamp set for the sentiment. Love the beautiful font with that. And then here is that gorgeous You're a Peach Designer Series paper. And I've seen lots of demonstrations using this paper and the stamps and dies. It is just beautiful, beautiful, sweet. Love it. So the papers that I'm showing you here today are all on sale for 15% off, plus a couple more. So I'll be sure and link that sale in the description of this video if you want to go and check it out. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Happy Mail that I received. Actually, I think I received one and then Dale and I received the other. So this sweet card came from our friend Becky. Isn't it adorable? We love it, Becky. This was to me and Dale, and we really, really loved opening this beautiful card. So summery. And then I also received a super cute little card from my friend Lisa Tweedle. Isn't this just darling? So it stands up and I'm able to display it on my sideboard. It just makes me smile. It makes me so happy each time that I pass that sideboard. So those are our two Happy Mail cards we received, and I really appreciate when you guys send us cards. We love it. Let's talk about our giveaway. Now, last week I had this fine tip glue pen, which is great for intricate dies, buttons, sequins, other embellishments that you're adding to your projects. So our winner is actually Becky. Congratulations, Becky. I will get that fine tip glue pen to you. And then this week I've got another package of Stampin' Dimensionals that's got the cute little belly band. So that's what our giveaway is for this week. All you have to do to be entered for a chance to win for the drawing that I will do next week and announce the winner, just leave me a comment, share, like, respond, give me a heart, anything for this video, and that will enter you for a chance to win. If you're on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you'll know whenever I'm posting a new video. Got a lot going on this month, you guys. We have Paper Pumpkin Club on the 15th. We have Stamp Class with Expressions in Ink, Suite of Products on the 17th. And today is the deadline to RSVP for that class. We have Stamp Camp, where we're going to be doing some embossing techniques, heat embossing, on the 24th. And then on the 27th of July, my BOGO, buy one, get one free, Stampin' Up! Product sale begins. And I do have a special Facebook group for that. So if you would like to be added to that, let me know. I can also share a link for that. I hope you guys enjoyed our project for today and our samples. Hope it inspires you to create. And if it does, please share a picture of your project with us. We would love to see it. Y'all have a great day. I appreciate you so much.